alaskacommunications.com/compare. Terms and conditions apply.
Now, from Fox Alaska, more news, more often, covering the day's top headlines. This is Newsnet Alaska at 9.
Good evening and welcome into Newsnet Alaska's evening broadcast. I'm Maria Athens. Alaska's COVID-19 count increased by 4 today, totaling 345 cases across the state, while the number of deaths remains at 9, according to Alaska's Department of Health and Social Services' latest tally. Currently, recoveries make up 63.2% of all cases. COVID-related deaths are at 2.6%, while active cases stand at 34.2%. Alaska's Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Ann Zink, offered the following health recommendations as the 49th state begins to reopen.
I also hope that you remember that as we start to open things up and limit some of the community mitigation, that you take the personal responsibility to stepping up the personal as well as the environmental mitigation. That means face coverings when going outside in public, washing your hands on a regular basis, and still minimizing that circle of people that you interact with as much as possible. In general, if you can't think of and be able to name everyone you interacted with or come very close to it over the past week, you're interacting with too many people. So try to limit your experience, try to limit your exposure, and make sure that we keep the lid on COVID-19. It's really important that we find ways to be resilient, not just resist this disease, as we know it's around the world and we need to find new ways to find a new normal together. Take care of each other.
Newsnet Alaska is now joined by State Representative Chris Tuck, who presides over Anchorage District 23 and chairs the Alaska State Legislature's Budget and Audit Committee. Welcome in, Representative Tuck. Thank you so much for your time. As your committee is responsible for allocating a substantial amount of money the state is receiving from the CARES Act, how are you appropriating these funds?
Thank you, Maria. $48 million will go into the Emergency Education Fund